Tuesday morning, and welcome to our new Advanced Weather Center. This is Mark Mancuso, and I'm Cheryl Lemke.
Yeah, we moved across the street here, and it's a pretty interesting little setup there. We have a new home. Our forecasters are back on the other side there, on the other side of the world, and we have a new studio out in front of us. The key walls are all different, and we have some new toys to play with.
Yeah, we're still kind of getting adjusted to it, but it's a very, very nice setup.
Okay, and a lot of hard work's been put in by a lot of people here, and of course we have to put our thanks into those guys, a lot of our engineers and graphics people working at double shifts.
And let us know what you think about the new set, because we're very proud of it, and hopefully you'll like it as well.
Okay, and like a new home, of course, we'll have to find out the little places where the carpenters missed and work out the little bugs, so we'll be checking on that, right?
Yes, indeed.
Weather Channel. No place on earth has better weather.
Now, we want to show you the stats on Hurricane Danny as of 7 o'clock Central Time, centered at 29.9 north, 88.3 west, 70 miles southwest of Pensacola, Florida. We will have some new stats for you in about an hour. Winds are sustained at 75 miles per hour, making it a minimal hurricane at this time. Movement east-northeast at 6 miles per hour, and the central pressure at 984 millibars. And joining us here is our meteorologist of the storm at this point in time. And it's possible that perhaps these hurricane warnings might be extended a little bit further eastward.
That's right, Sharon. As we speak, the National Hurricane Center is reevaluating things, and it may be that we see a shift with the next advisory at 10 o'clock Central Time. Certainly the areas to the east of where the Hurricane Center is right now, along the Alabama coast, but also on the Florida Panhandle coast, and here to Destin is where the threat is increasing. And even east of Destin, we would caution people not to let their guard down.
Very good advice. We are looking at the tropical storm force winds occasionally whipping around the coast. We showed you some scenes also of the wind whip waves on areas just off the coast. But the actual hurricane force winds, 74 miles per hour and stronger, are really concentrated around the center of the storm and have not been affecting folks along the coast.
That's right. We can see this orange colored area, which is representative of the hurricane force winds, just about coming on shore, but not quite. There's just a couple little dots in there in between the orange and the coast, and that little stretch of coast is where Dauphin Island is. There is an automated reporting station there, and we haven't seen any winds gusting much past about 50 miles per hour there. Also, the winds at Dauphin Island, which were coming in out of the east earlier, are now coming in out of the northeast, and as those winds back around like that, given the way winds blow around low pressure systems, the fact that it's out of the northeast suggests to us that the hurricane is passing by to their south and east, and that's why we'll check out to see what's going on in Gulf Shores where Kristen is. If that wind also starts backing around from the east to more out of the northeasterly direction, that would suggest that the hurricane is going to pass to the south and east of Gulf Shores as well.
So it's still showing some eastward movement here, and that's important to note.
Right.
Okay, so it's still kind of going parallel to the coast as we explained earlier. What do you see in the satellite picture?
Well, first a little mention about what we're looking at here. This is what we call a colorized infrared satellite photo. Colorized meaning we throw all the fancy colors on there to help us see the detail. Infrared meaning that it actually is taking a picture of the temperature of the cloud tops, if you will. And the darkest red here are the highest, coldest cloud tops. This is also imagery which is updated every 7.5 minutes. It's a little different than what people may be used to seeing on the Weather Channel, with a little different color scheme, but we'll be showing more of that as we go on in time. And looking at the imagery over the last, say, hour or half hour, we do notice that the eye, which was this spot right in here at the beginning is not quite as evident. That doesn't necessarily mean that the hurricane is weakening, but if anything, it suggests that any sort of rapid intensification that we might fear at this point is not taking place.
And that's some good news. There's a look at some of the rain bands that are making their way on shore, and again, we can kind of pinpoint along the shore there are some stronger or heavier rain bands that are working on in. Already, as we look at the Doppler radar estimates, seeing some estimates here of up to 5 inches if we can switch sources and show folks that in some areas along the coast up to maybe 5 and 6 inches of rain may very well have fallen. But you say these estimates are conservative.
It depends on the situation. Sometimes the estimates can be a little overdone, sometimes they can be a little underdone. With tropical air masses and tropical rainfall, if anything, they do tend to be a little underdone. We see the coast in here, Florida Panhandle, Alabama, Mississippi, and then out over the water we've seen some of these amounts estimated to be over a foot, and again, even if they're a little conservative, it could be higher than that. And as the hurricane eventually moves on shore somewhere, perhaps along the Florida Panhandle, we'll see those heavy rains extending inland, not only in the short term, but actually several days out. And flooding could be a problem as we go through the weekend and even into early next week.
Right. This is going to be a prolonged event. There's no doubt about that. All right. Thank you very much, Stu. We're going to toss it back to the studio, and Paul's going to give you the rest of the nation's weather, including a look at some severe.
The seasons are changing. The chilling cold of winter will soon be replaced by the sweltering heat of summer. Are you ready? Well, then how about your car? Now's the time for your car to recover from one extreme and get ready for another. Which areas require that extreme care attention? Let's start with belts and hoses. Extreme change in temperatures can weaken them, resulting in cracks, leaks, and possible breakage or popping. Tires, one word, potholes. Extreme change in temperatures can contribute to their development. Hit one and you might find trouble down the road. Oil. Extreme winter weather may have forced you to postpone your recommended oil change. Radiator. Extreme weather conditions can weaken fluid's effectiveness. Wheel wells. Winter salt and sand can accumulate, leading to corrosion and rusting. With all that your car has gone through and with what lies ahead, it's a good time to have your car checked by an auto care professional. Now, between the extremes.
In the next half hour, WeatherScope gives you a comprehensive national forecast. At 10 after, TravelWise focuses on today's trouble spots. Next, your weekend outlook and the 5-day planner. Right now, your local forecast.